Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Now, this is a very sudden twist of events, and it's shocking to me, and honestly, because just one day, one day after filing an explosive lawsuit against P. Diddy, Cassandra Ventura, aka Cassie, has managed to reach a settlement with Sean Diddy Combs that will keep her allegations leveled against him in her suit out of the courtroom. Now, the singer had accused P. Diddy of a lot of things. Some I cannot even say here because of YouTube's graphic guidelines, but basically it was so bad, from the physical domination of her through to how Diddy allegedly got her involved with intimate activities involving, should I say, men of the night, and other things that were so, in my opinion, unfortunate if they are true. But in a surprising move, just some few hours ago, the two of them announced the case was over before any proceedings could actually begin. And when I saw this, I was like, what's going on? Because I was following this case. I had just put out a video of the suit and I was following to see what would transpire, because it was going to be a very interesting one, especially for P. Diddy and also for other alleged victims of his who have suffered similar fates allegedly at his hands. So people were riled up by this suit. I was one of them. I was following curiously to see how it plays out, but then it is what it is. They've settled. And this is what they put out. Now, Cassie came out with a statement, and this is what she said. I've decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. Okay. Well, P. Diddy also came out, and this is what he said. We have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love. But I was curious because, hey, you can't just file a suit and then you come back and withdraw it like that. Well, legally you can, but hey, to those of us out here following these things, it will do us more good if we get to know the details. But unfortunately, for somebody like me, no details of the settlement were announced. But then, the one certainty is that it avoids a potentially nasty legal battle from unfolding in public. And well, on a more serious note, I respect it because Cassie is also married now. She has 2 kids. Imagine the details would come out in court. Even the suit itself, what I saw in there, I felt some of them were so heavy. I don't even know her. I only know her through her career. I don't even know her personally. But empathizing with her, if the allegations are true, I was wondering how it would even possibly affect her husband, her marriage, her children. It was going to tear her life apart for people to get to know other things that probably were best kept private. Now, it is still unclear how they settled this, like I said, but the allegations that Cassie made were so strong. But then, it is also questionable to an extent as to how come it took Cassie this long to come out. That is a very good question. How come it took her so long to come out? She hasn't actually explained fully. She just said that she has now gathered the strength to do so. But in doing my research, I chanced on something, and I think it could also be a contributing factor because, as it turns out, Cassie actually pointed to filing the lawsuit under the New York's Adult Survivors Act. Now, if you don't know anything about this act, let me just enlighten you a bit. This act, the New York's Adult Survivors Act, allows people who say that they experienced any form of sexual assault to take legal action, even though the statute of limitations has expired. Statute of limitation here is just talking about maybe the time within which you could have made your case or reported your case or filed your suit has expired, or sort of. And it turns out that this New York Adult Survivors Act as a law is actually going to expire next week. And in the absence of that, maybe it would have been challenging for Cassie to actually push her suit forward. I don't know, but that's my suspicion. And according to Sanders, a legal expert out there, he was saying that he thinks the fact that Cassie knew that this may be the last time she may have to speak out because of the closing window on this Adult Survivor Statute or Act. It could have been a reason altogether. And I agree with him, because I think she needed to also do this for her mental health, because, hey, at a point, if she has actually gone through all of this, you can't just marry and move on. You will have to deal with it, because it will be an invisible baggage that could be carried through your life. You have to confront these things and get them out of the way. I don't know if they ever had a time to sit and talk for Diddy to actually apologize if he's actually culpable of these allegations, or it was just a matter of, hey, we are done, move, I move. In which case, I think Cassie may have been going through a lot. But it is what it is. I'm still curious to see what the settlement was, and I'm suspecting it will come out eventually, because you can't keep these things under the wraps. Even if they sign legally not to disclose, some way, somehow, I'm sure it will still come out, and I'll be sniffing around for it. But this is what the update is. They have settled privately. Now, some people were also wondering, if they could settle privately, why did the suit come out at all? Because it turns out Cassie had actually reached out to Diddy prior to the suit. Allegedly, of course, asking for a settlement, and he also offering 8 figures. And per the allegation, Cassie had indicated that failure to settle would lead to her publishing a book with damning consequences or damning details about certain things Diddy had done and all. Already in this suit, you see someone like Kid Cudi's name come up with regards to his car being blown, allegedly by Diddy. So, if all this settlement could have happened earlier, why now? Was it that maybe Diddy didn't take Cassie's proposal seriously until she filed the suit and he realized that, hey, where this is going, I better settle and keep my things to myself? Because mind you, already there is the Keffe D incident, and he is still going through the legal procedure. And in the mix of the allegations about Keffe D, if you are following that case, you would know that Diddy's name comes up at a point in time. Whether he is actually guilty of what he's been accused, I don't know. But his name actually comes up. If you are not familiar with the Keffe D case, he has been arrested as the main suspect in the 1997 murder of Tupac Amaru Shakur. Just go to my playlist. There is a whole playlist on Keffe D and Tupac shooting. Just take time to update yourself, and you will now appreciate how Diddy might be in a position where it's very attractive to him to stay out of other legal battles, because he could end up being spread too thin if all these cases begin to come together against him. So as it stands now, they've settled out of court. But I'm hoping that they can truly move on from this. It's not about the social media posts. It's not about what they write to put out. That is good. But it's actually about what is in your head and what is in your heart. If they are not ready to move on, especially Cassie, if she doesn't find that closure, but the things I read in the suit, I think she may need to dig deeper. And I hope that she has a supportive partner and family to help her get through it, because the things are heavy, honestly. And I've been seeing Cassie in music videos. I enjoy her songs, but I never knew this is something that she may possibly have been going through. I never even imagined it. That is, if what is in the suit is true. It's unfortunate though, but let's see how it goes. and for the sanity of herself and the people around her, and also for Diddy, giving him the benefit of the doubt, I hope he is also able to recover from any trauma this might have caused him. What do you think about all this? Others are also alleging some things I don't even want to talk about, as to how come suddenly Cassie is ready to engage and settle. But hey, speculations are around. I'm not into so much speculation. I'm waiting to see the facts. I'll bring you any updates that come up out of this. Until then, just subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave your comments in the comment section. Help us hit 2,000 subscribers by the end or before the end of this year. Catch you on the next one and stay safe out there.